Go ahead.
Okay, so E1G7. I'm Mackenzie Harris, Caroline Weber, and preschool. Okay, our project was making soap, made by Caroline Weber, Teresa Bowman, and Mackenzie Harris. Our budget was throughout the project was $20, which stayed within. The materials we used were scents, ice cube trays, unscented soaps, natural coloring, lotion, sanitizer beads, occasionally fruits and other substances. Here's our timeline.
Okay, how the project changed over time? Our project has changed over time because we had been getting a lot of feedback, so that way we would know what to change in our soap to make them better and more what the majority of people would like to use. We have not been able to fulfill everyone's feedback, but we have definitely tried.
Okay. Improvements. When people gave us back the feedback, we would like to change it immediately. Feedback. Mr. Brown, it turns my hand blue. So we stopped using food dye and started using natural coloring. Mrs. Best, I love the texture, but after a few days, it's pretty much melted. So then we started to freeze the soaps before giving them away. Mr. McLeod, I didn't like the texture.
That's explained later.
Yeah. Tommy Shepard, it smells great. I love the texture. Spencer Miller, I love the texture and the softness. It smelled like flowers. Scott Sills, it was mushy. I like mushy, but it smelled it was too girly. And Miss Allison, I like that it smelled good and it made my hand soft, but I didn't like how it crumbled.
Some people that we got feedback from saying they didn't like the feel of the soap. They just aren't gonna like the soap because it's really hard to fix, and that's kind of how we wanted our soap. So.
Also, we think that our texture has changed a little bit, but mostly stayed the same.
Our three major challenges. Challenge 1, Mr. McCloud told us that our project was not a very good idea, and now we had to fix almost everything about our soap, and that really set us back.
Challenge
2.
Our second challenge was trying to find a recipe to make the soap. It was not the biggest challenge we faced, but it was still important. The recipes were calling for lye and lard, which was difficult to find, so we decided to shred unscented soap and then add things to make it smell better and look better.
Our third challenge we faced is dealing with all the feedback we got. With our feedback, we got some saying they loved the soap, but others saying that they did not like the texture or the touch to the soap. It was hard to get back some feedback because there were things that we could not change, and we are sorry for that.
4 major successes. Our first success we had was finding a recipe that worked well. The second success was that we stayed within our budget.
The third success, our project was just as we planned, and our fourth success, we tried to incorporate all the feedback we got to make our soap better.
Question. If we could start all over again, what would we do?
Okay, so we would still make the soap, but we would try to start earlier so we would have more time and trying to find a better way to make soap.
What would you do different?
We have reached the end of a project, so we might have to do a little more research to figure out, but we would try to make the soap feel better so that more people would like it. Documentation.
How did we do on our documentation?
We did we could add more pictures. We gave ourselves a 5 out of 4. We had a lot of fun making this project. Okay, these are pictures. We have the first, how it started, then we turns out to, that's the end.
Yay!
Yeah.
Good job.